provide a general overview of knowing your customer, or fact finding as it is also known, and assessing suitability. The issue of the statement of suitability / reasons why, and I'll also touch on execution only requirements. When meeting with a client, you must gather and record sufficient information from the consumer prior to arranging a product appropriate to that consumer. The level of information gathered should be appropriate to the nature and complexity of the product being sought by the consumer. This would include details of the consumer's needs and objectives, personal circumstances, financial information, and their attitude to risk. Where a consumer refuses to provide relevant information sought within the fact find, a broker must inform the consumer that unless they have the relevant information necessary to assess suitability, they cannot offer the consumer the product sought. A broker must have the consumer certify the accuracy of the information it has provided within the fact find, either through a signature or email confirmation that they are happy with the accuracy of the documents. At the policy review stage with consumers, brokers should ensure that the information is still accurate and record any changes from the previous fact find completed. When assessing the suitability of a product for a consumer, you must at a minimum consider and document whether the product meets the consumer's needs and objectives, the consumer is able to meet the financial commitment associated with the product, is financially able to bear any risks attached to the product, and the product is consistent with the consumer's attitude to risk. A research guidelines checklist can help when carrying out this task. Where a broker recommends a product to a consumer, the recommended product must be the most suitable product for that consumer. Prior to providing or arranging a product, a broker must prepare a detailed personal written statement setting out the reasons why a product offered to the consumer is suitable to that consumer. The broker must sign the statement and provide a copy of this statement on paper or on another durable medium and date it to the consumer prior to arranging the product and retain a copy. The following notice must be included at the beginning of the statement of suitability. And whilst not a regulatory requirement, it is recommended that brokers seek to get the client to sign the statement of suitability, as in the event of a complaint, the statement of suitability is key and will be the main defence for the advisor. Where a broker has provided an oral explanation to the consumer of the products offered or recommended, the broker must include a record of such explanation in or with the statement of suitability. The statement of suitability must reflect the information gathered under knowing the consumer provisions and reflect the consumer's needs and objectives, personal circumstances, and financial situation. It must also include an outline of the following where relevant: how the risk profile of the product is aligned with the consumer's attitude to risk, and how the nature, extent, and limitations of any guarantee attached to the product is aligned with the consumer's attitude to risk. In the case of travel, motor, and home insurance provided to a personal consumer, the statement of suitability may be in a standard format, and in the case of insurance policies where immediate cover is required, a statement of suitability may be issued to the consumer immediately after the product has been provided. All of our templates shown today are available on our website under Compliance Support, Compliance Manual, and Template Documents. If you have any queries on knowing the customer and suitability, you can contact our compliance unit on 01 661 3067, email compliance@brokersireland.ie, or you can chat to us on our online chat facility.